you need a haircut and some NFL predictions. I think just a little bit of them, just a little bit. All right, we're gonna start with week 9. We're not even gonna recap week 8. It's not important. It's been a while, so we're just gonna get right down to the nitty gritty. There's just a little. Just put your hair. Now, I was right about the Steelers over the Titans. And I'm predicting the Chiefs will beat the Dolphins. Because Chiefs have a better defense right now. And they're not as offensively reliant. That being said, if it becomes a shootout, the Dolphins will win. I think the Dolphins have a lot more firepower. Yeah, I think the Dolphins have a lot more firepower. But I think the Chiefs are going to be better at holding them down, keeping them at a lower scoring game. So I'm picking the Chiefs. But I could see the Dolphins outscoring them in a high-scoring game. You can turn that way for me. Just stay looking that way. Very good. Okay. Vikings, Falcons. Picking the Falcons. Falcons defense has been a little questionable the past couple weeks. They lost Grady Jarrett last week, and that's honestly abysmal. Truly abysmal. But they have to keep going. And thankfully, the Vikings don't seem to be the toughest opponent. One second. Falcons defense should be fine. Without Grady in this matchup. Obviously, he'll be felt the whole season long, being missed. If anyone on the defense was to go down, he's probably one of the worst top 2 to go down, if not the worst. Hi. So I'm picking the Falcons. Vikings have also just lost their quarterback for the season, so I don't see a reason why I should pick them. Given that being said, Atlanta's also benching theirs. Picking the Falcons, they're at home, better defense. Cardinals, Browns. Cardinals starting a new quarterback. Browns defense is real good. I'm gonna pick the Browns. Now, this is the cat for the barber shop. The barber cat. It's to keep the morale high in this barber shop. What do you think? Rams, Packers. I feel like this one's pretty easy, as the Packers are not a put-together team right now, and the Rams are a better-than-suspected team right now, so typically that results in a win for the better-than-suspected team. So I'm going to go with the Rams. The Rams they're just playing better. Packers have more talent, but they're just playing better. Commanders, Patriots. Oh, that's tough. I'm going to go with Patriots just because I don't expect Rivera to be able to hold his own in the coaching competition with Belichick, because I think the team's talents are relatively similar, and they're also going to be missing their starting defensive ends. disregard his cone. So I don't think they're gonna recover that well. Like, then again, the guy who supplanted Sweat last week, I think it was, did pretty well or something like that. I'm not that knowledgeable in this regard, but I'm picking the Patriots. Also, if you make bets based on my picks, probably don't do it this year because I'm not very good at picking games. Bears, Saints. The Saints have been seemingly putting it together lately, and the Bears seemingly have too, but absolutely they have not. Absolutely they have not. The Seahawks and the yeah, no reason to pick the Bears. Even with Justin Fields, there's no reason to pick the Bears. Seahawks and the Ravens. A lot of people pick the Ravens, but I do think. Sorry, I forgot to do the haircut part. Got distracted by cat and football. You know, your hair looks pretty good anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's see if I can do this one. There we go. They're picking the Ravens. They're a much better team right now. The Seahawks are a competitive team, but they're not like competitive in every regard. In my opinion, they kind of are iffy in the pass game. They're hot and cold. They've been kind of hot lately, though. So picking the Ravens as they've been hotter. Buccaneers, Texans. Ooh, that's tough. The Buccaneers are a better team right now, and the Texans have not been super hot lately. It also looks like Dameon Pierce is going to be out this week. I think the Bucs are just going to be a more solid team this week. What else we got? We got the Colts, Panthers. Colts have been lighting it up. Panthers have also been kind of lighting it up. I don't expect them to put enough points to beat the Colts, but it won't be the most shocking thing in the world, but I'm going to pick the Colts. Giants, Raiders. I picked the Giants, obviously. But that was a while ago, and that was before they fired McDaniel, I should say. And that automatically gives them a boost, because every team gets a boost whenever they fire the coach mid-season. It's like it's a one-game boost. And the Giants are not good enough to beat the one-game boost, in my opinion. But it might be such a bad game that it doesn't even feel like a boost. I'm going to pick the Raiders. If the Raiders didn't just fire McDaniels, I would have picked the Giants, so... Then we've got the last three games. We've got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And can you guess what? It's America's game of the week. America's game of the week. Is it probably going to be America's game of the week, though? This one actually has a chance to be it, because it's actually a good game, but most of the time whenever it's America's game of the week and it's the Cowboys, it's usually some dud, some stupid game. I don't know why, but you really wanted me to work on this part and this part of your hair, huh? Just a little bit up top and just mostly these two bits. I get it. Sure. The Eagles' D-line could suffocate the Cowboys' struggling offensive line. But the Cowboys could pass the ball all over the Eagles if the O-line does okay and is able to get at that struggling secondary. Picking the Eagles, though, I think they're just a better team. And I think the Cowboys are a team that can beat bad teams, but don't really do well once getting punched in the face at any point during the game. Also, they don't do well when their O-line is stopped from running the ball. Tony Pollard has not been very successful on the ground lately, or in the air, to be honest. But Bills, Bengals, the Damar Hamlin game. The NFL is going to want the Bengals to win. The NFL is gonna want the want the Bills to win. The NFL is gonna want the Bills to win. So it might rig it for the Bills to win with the officiating and whatnot. Might be some bad calls, some iffy calls going Buffalo's way. I do still think the Bengals will win because I think the Bills are a almost entirely Josh Allen reliant team, and the Bengals are playing well and Burrow's playing good. So it's like 2 versus 1.5, you know what I mean? Josh Allen's good enough to be like an extra 0.5, but not like good enough to be an extra 1. So I think the Bengals will still win, even with a little bit of ref help from the Bills. Yeah, picking the Bengals. And then last game of the week, we have one more, and then I'm going to get you out of this here chair and back into the world of football knowledge, I guess. Got a really weird haircut, though, I gotta tell you. Chargers, Jets. Picking the Jets. Jets have a good defense. The Chargers have been an up-and-down team, a very, very inconsistent team. I can see them putting it together and kind of putting the Jets' defense on their butt a little bit, but I don't think they'll be as successful as they'll need to be. And I think the Jets will kind of keep them at bay, and their offense will be moderately successful, enough to where they can win the game. So I'm picking the Jets. Now I'm going to go back through and tell you all of my game picks. Now I was right about the Steelers. Now I've got the Chiefs beating the Dolphins, Falcons beating the Vikings, Browns beating the Cardinals, Rams beating the Packers, Patriots beating the Commanders, Saints beating the Bears, Ravens beating the Seahawks, Buccaneers beating the Texans, Colts beating the Panthers, Raiders beating the Giants, Eagles beating the Cowboys, Bengals beating the Bills, Jets beating the Chargers. That's my picks for the week. I hope you've enjoyed this barbershop, whatever it is we're doing. I'm not the most successful with that other channel, and it got locked out of it anyway some way, so I'm just going to try and do this for the rest of the season and see where we kind of go from here, see if this works, see if it doesn't. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Happy football season, happy haircut, happy ASMR, sweet dreams.